What's going on, people? It's your boy Arry. In today's episode, I'm going to be answering a question I was asked by my Villa co-creator Marnie as to why Aston Villa had to pay out £10 million to their former owner Randy Lerner. So, Randy Lerner owned Aston Villa from 2006 to 2016, buying the club off the late Doug Ellis for £62 million and selling it on 10 years later to Dr. Tony Shea for £76 million. Under Lerner's ownership, Villa were top 6 Premier League regulars. But when he sold the club to Shea, they were a distressed asset, having just been relegated from the Premier League. Dr. Tony Shea almost ran the club into the ground 2 years later, forcing him to sell the club to the current owners, Nassef Sawiris and Wes Edens. The thing that caught my eye is when Lerner sold the club to Shea, he inserted a clause that when Villa were to get promoted back to the Premier League, and if they maintained their Premier League status for 3 years, Shea would have to pay £10 million to Lerner on top of what he bought the club off him for. However, the ownership changed since then, but that clause still remained active, which is why Edens and Sawiris had to pay out £10 million to Lerner last year. I found this quite interesting because it's not something you see in a takeover or it's made in the public domain. And also raises the question, did Lerner make any money off Villa after all of what he invested in his 10 years there? And how do you value a football club?